is up, everybody? Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are enjoying a lot of these Jakks unboxing videos we've had, and we got 3 more to unbox today as I clean out my Jakks closet, get these open as part of the loose collection. And today I thought I would do 3 Backlash series figures. As we all know, the WWE Jakks Pacific pay-per-view series were a big deal. And here's 3 incarnations from the Backlash sets. 2 in one series and 1 in a different series, but we'll get to that. But let's unbox these today and talk about them. Alright, first up we've got Shelton Benjamin. One of the stalwarts of the Ruthless Aggression era. A guy that kind of floated through the eras and is still here now, but he was a part of the Backlash line. And this Backlash line was from 2004, so 16 years ago. I believe this was the first Backlash pay-per-view series set. You can see the packaging there. I think I look and I think I see, I thought I saw Chris Benoit right here on the package, so that's how old this was. Shelton, you know, the microphone wizard, Shelton Benjamin, you know, he can spit a mean rhyme and talk on that microphone like nobody else. Talks every Monday night on Raw, so they obviously gave him the microphone as the accessory. Makes a lot of sense, but there's Backlash. This Shelton's very interesting, as I do have this same Shelton already, but instead of red, the pants are orange. So just, once again, the many variants of trying to get every single Jakks figure. This would be another one. They really keep you on your toes, and there's just slight differences, and hey, it's a whole new figure. It's quite the undertaking this has been trying to complete this Jakks set. But so there's the front. We looked that over. There's the glamour shot down at the bottom. Down here, I believe it says, yeah, Monday Night Raw. Tell you what brand he's on. WWE logo up in the top. On the back, don't be a punk, get them all. The familiar tagline we know all too well. Look at the belts, look at a ring. There's the Elimination Chamber. Love that Elimination Chamber. I wish I still owned it. Part of me wants to go back and get the Elimination Chamber, the Punjabi prison, a regular ring, and the Hell in the Cell. I may do that once I get all the figures. We'll see. Just not sure where I would really put those or what, but promoting on the back, it just says 6-inch figures. Normally it says Ruthless Aggression, Adrenaline. It promotes one of them. Here we're just talking 6-inch figures. So very interesting there on the back. You got Chris Jericho, you got Jamie Noble, Scott Steiner, Batista, and Triple H. So an interesting set. Doesn't say what they're from. Boy, I do not remember that Triple H figure in the back. That could be one of those pre-production looks, but I do not remember that figure. I'll have to go back through my checklist because I do not have that one. I definitely need it. That's for sure. But let's open up this Shelton. Not a lot more to talk about. A little bit of a plain figure. I'm sure you guys would agree. Nothing against Shelton, but there's the accessory. Let's pop that out. See you later. Go long. Oh, jeez. Knocking things over. It's getting wild in here. See you later. Like I said, I have this exact same Shelton, but orange instead of red. Not sure if that was just a paint mishap or an actual variant. I'd have to go back to my checklist. But nothing like opening up a Jakks figure, as the joints are extremely tight. Sometimes, you know, those loose ones, you get really bad joints on them or whatever. But this one is minty fresh right out of the pack. Not much to say about him, but in the bikers, instead of the singlet, some of his earlier figures were in. I'm not sure exactly when he went away from the singlet in the figures. This could be the first one in the biker shorts, but there it is, Shelton Benjamin. Let's open up the other 2. All right, in the 2006 Backlash set, we move on to Ric Flair. As you guys know, one of my personal and all-time favorite, Ric Flair. Really like this figure. I actually had this figure way back in the day. Ric Flair, this figure has been released multiple times. You guys have probably seen it with the black tights. They've released it with black tights with different hands. I count that, you know, the old crippled man hands. I hate those hands. But they've released this Ric Flair, same head on numerous bodies. This was kind of the last incarnation of Ric Flair they did. Came with a ladder, which is a different accessory for Ric Flair. Not really known for too many ladder matches, but I believe he had one. Was it for the Intercontinental title or World title? Late in his career, I remember that he unfortunately lost. I think we thought he was going to get it done, but he did not. But there it is, Ric Flair on the back. They're promoting the Backlash pay-per-view Series 13. So I've talked in other videos about the back of the packaging, and I've talked just about the Shelton Benjamin we did. how the back of the packaging didn't show the series that we were promoting. It should have been promoting the series that we're showing. This one does that. So it says, here's the rest of the line. You got Edge, John Cena, Rob Van Dam, HBK, of course, Ric Flair, and Carlito in that set. So very cool that they would promote. I always say kids need a checklist when they're buying this. Oh, I got Ric Flair. Here's who else I need to complete that set. I mean, that's how my mind operated as a young collector and a young toy hunter. That's for sure. I love the official scale ring on the bottom with those Jakks Classics. My favorite line of all time. Just an awesome picture down there below, that's for sure. But there's Ric Flair. I like the robe look. I would like to see one of these later Ric Flair figures released by Mattel with the darker robe, kind of just like this one. I'd love this look as Mattel and Elite style. I think that would be awesome. They've done a lot of Ric Flairs, but not a lot of older Ric Flairs, that's for sure. So let's open. Comes right open. There's that ladder. A neat accessory. As a kid, I would much rather have a ladder compared to a slop bucket or a microphone or something. I mean, you can always use multiple ladders in your figure fed, that's for sure. So see you later. Let's get the Nature Boy out. Like I said, I always enjoyed this figure. His hair gets a little chipped up or smudged up. Just a hair of a smudge out of the factory. But all red, the red knee pads, just Flair, I love it. A little bit of a big head, a little bit looking downwards, similar to the Fit Finley figures over the years where he's always looking down. But I do love this Ric Flair figure. Not the best ladder in the world, but gets the job done. Let's see, can we get Nate to stand on there? There it is, look at that. He is ready, gonna grab that briefcase, gonna grab that title, you name it, whatever it is. But there's the Ric Flair Backlash figure, a must-own. I think I prefer this one over the black one. Since we got the black so many times, it didn't get red a whole lot. Got a little bit of blue mixed in, but there it is, the Ric Flair Backlash figure. Let's finish off the video with John Cena from this exact same Backlash set. All right, we've gotten to the last figure in the video. So last but not least, or I don't know what you want to say. Ric Flair was my favorite of the set, that's for sure. There's no change in my mind on that. But this is actually a pretty good John Cena from First Impressions. John Cena was released many a times, we know, by Jakks over the years. Not quite to Rey Mysterio levels, but dangerously close. So if you're a little kid, I don't know if you needed another John Cena at this point, as there had been a bunch before it. But they did mix some things up in this one, which is a little bit impressive. I believe this is the only time you're going to find this hat with John Cena. I don't remember this hat being released prior. And then instead of just the traditional cheap microphone, black with nothing, they gave him a WWE microphone. So I thought that was kind of cool. I wouldn't be shocked if this John Cena wasn't reused before. They did very little, like different wrist tape or different writing or different leg stamp. Just very minute differences, which drive a collector like me when you're trying to get them all crazy because you think you have it and then maybe you don't and you end up buying two. Oh, man. But I do like this Cena head scan. I think this is the best Jakks Cena head scan. Second to last head scan I believe he had before they lost the line. The screaming head. I don't like the early Cenas with just like the flat top and no personality, just kind of a grim look. That's not my favorite. I do really enjoy this head scan. So this is a nice Cena. I can see kids out there maybe not getting it because they already have it or have a Cena, but a little bit different, which is cool. Promoting the line itself on the top. In the middle, though, a little change of pace, promoting a little adrenaline. You got the Gemini 2-pack, you got Big Show and Mikey, you got Booker T and the Boogeyman. Some solid adrenaline sets there. So there it is. Let's open up this John Cena. Let's see what we got inside. See you later. See you later. Making a mess as usual. Really do. I wish they made all the microphones with the WWE logo on it. I think that's a very solid move. It looks like only one side, but you can just make sure it faces that side. So I've got no problems with that. See you later. The hat. It'll be interesting if it fits, but it's a nice camo hat. You never saw that. I bet you, this figure on its own probably sells for $10 by itself. I bet you this hat sells for $15. That's usually the way things go. I don't know. I always think he looks a little goofy. I don't know if I'm going to put it forward. I guess, I don't know. Wear it backwards, wear it forwards. I think he wore them forwards, but they always look a little weird. Cena, I hate the sneaker. The sneaker joints, he always falls over and flaps, but it's nice and tight. There he is. Very flat bill. I mean, that's not how Cena wore his hats, that's for sure, but it is what it is. Not much different. You know, a million Cenas came this way, but like I said, this is probably my favorite Cena head scan. And then putting him with the microphone and a different hat, I think in my eyes, in a serious collector's eyes, we got a winner as far as a figure here. One of the better Jakks Cenas. I do give this, as far as Cenas go, this is probably a solid B+, A- as far as Jakks John Cena's in my book. Maybe I'm crazy. You tell me if I am crazy, if there's one you like better. But I don't like the super early ones. I definitely don't like the huge, big, massive head late series ones. This is kind of the John Cena I think of when I think of Jakks. So happy to have this one off the list of the Backlash set. You guys tell me in the comments what you think of these Backlash figures. I don't know if there's a lot of love for Backlash series figures, but we're taking it through. We're going to unbox all these Jakks figures that I have. I'm going to clean this closet out, get some more storage space, getting these cleaned out. But there it is. That's John Cena. So that's all we got until the next video, at least. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys all real soon.